Now we're going to take a look at the sign of Capricorn, okay? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and as the 10th sign of the zodiac, it comes to life at the beginning of winter. I want to add here that you can see Capricorn as the champion of Saturn. Capricorn is the sign that embodies what it takes to be in alignment with Saturn, to rise up to Saturn's challenge. It's the type of energy that is going to get you through. So regardless of whether or not you have any Capricorn placements in your chart, you have a relationship with Capricorn because you are your own living zodiac wheel. And so this is the energy that you're going to want to learn how to tap into when you're facing challenges that require you to become responsible. The archetype of Capricorn is the sea goat, which represents the polarity of being able to climb to the highest heights and have the highest perspectives, as well as being able to descend to the deepest of emotional experience and find the equilibrium between the two. This is like self-control, being able to manage yourself and being able to manage where you take yourself in life. So it's traditionally the sign of mastery, accomplishment, the representation of the individual who's brought their elements inside and outside of them into a sense of control in such a way that they're the authority in their life. By virtue of this, they tend to end up being the authority in other people's lives as well. You know, the people who don't take that initiative, they're looking for somebody to follow, right? So these themes of responsibility, management, business ventures are all associated with Capricorn, but the key element is about responsibility, being responsible and capable of dealing with and maneuvering what life throws at you while directing your force in your favor with a tempered presence, again, that does not give up. So when we look at the position of where Capricorn sits on the zodiac wheel, this starts to make more sense because Capricorn is the final earth sign, the cardinal earth sign, and previous to it are all of these major initiations of the other elemental signs. And we cycle through these every single year and have the opportunity to work on this. But at this point, anytime we get to Capricorn season, we've encountered the transformational experiences of Scorpio, which have taken us out of that subconscious emotional reactivity and brought us into more emotional responsiveness by knowing ourselves. We found the balance between ourselves and others in Libra. We've had the opportunity to do that. We've understood higher understanding and self-awareness through Sagittarius, you know, so we can take that forth into the world. And we're also we're bringing all of this awareness of our own elemental process together into the physical expression through cardinal earth, right? So cardinal earth is a fast moving earth sign, where most of the other earth signs are relatively known for being slow. Capricorn is still grounded, but it's able to move quickly because it's got it figured out. It knows how to do things fast, right? This is the person who, you know, it's like the person that you see working in the pizza factory and they're just making an absolute art out of it because they know exactly where all their ingredients are. They know exactly how many steps to take and just the right way to move and flipping that pizza, and just, you know, they're making it an art form because they've mastered this physical exercise, right? Cardinal earth is initiatory. It goes first. It doesn't doubt its capacity because it's taken the time to understand itself to know that it can outstand any challenge of elemental proportion that it encounters. I think it's also fair to say that because of this, Capricorn energy can very much also be bossy. It can have very little patience for people who can't figure things out quickly. It can have, you know, it can just be kind of intolerant and sometimes seem cold. But what I think a lot of people need to understand is underneath that, it's because Capricorn really understands what it takes for all of us to be okay. And it's just not going to suffer what it would consider to be nonsense that's standing in the way of progress a lot of times. So cardinal earth is associated with the beginning of winter, which is the time that can be the most dangerous and risky for life on earth. It's also the time of rest and inner growth that takes place after all the external energies of summer have fallen away and the land has gone within itself as we move away from the sun in the solar system. The energy of Cardinal Earth drives us towards self-sufficiency. Our ability to survive winter has to do with how well we've learned to master fire, earth, air, and water up to this point. And you know, survival is really based on our actions, our preparedness, and our responsibility as the abundance of the sun in summertime has gone dormant, and it's left up to us to carry us through the darker and colder times. I think one side also that I'd like to point out about wintertime and Capricorn actually is that a lot of times any creative endeavors or self-development oftentimes gets delayed because we have so much crap to do and we're not organized and we have to deal with the business of life, and the business of life overwhelms us. We have no energy left at the end of the day to actually work on ourselves as people, right? We spend so much time surviving. But Capricorn energy helps you to be on your stuff in such a way that you're organized, right? You have a system, you have a schedule, and so then you have the time as well to be with your growth process. Just like in the wintertime, if we've really done our work, we've chopped our wood, we've carried our water, we've stored all of our goods, then we get to utilize that time to enjoy, you know, all of that organization and preparedness that we've done, and to reflect, to rest and reflect on what the year has taught us, so that we're then able to make plans for the year moving forward and utilizing all that wisdom that we attained during the growing season to move forward. And this really represents the feminine nature of Capricorn, because believe it or not, it's actually a feminine sign. This is representing the benefit that having that structured organizational self-control gives to us, because then we're able to have more time to actually take life in. So keywords we want to remember for Capricorn would be responsibility, making things happen, management, leadership, containing and maintaining your energy, maturity, and achievement.